Well, it's a miserable day today, but I just walked out of the house, closed the door, stood there and thought, where am I going?
After 25 years living in London, I've returned to my birthplace amongst the mountains of the South Wales valleys. Join me as I journey my new life with plans of growing my own food and ultimately creating my own homestead. Videos are posted every week, so if you like this one, give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.
I've come down to the village in Treherbert and I thought I would have a bit of a meander. There's a very nice hot pot in one of the local shops, so I'm going to go and buy some of that. And I thought I would also pop into the Luna Cafe and check out their soup. Apparently they've got a very nice one there. I shouldn't really be out and about, to be honest. I've got a parcel coming today. But the postman's pretty good. He'll send me a text just before he arrives, so I'm sure I'll be home in time. Right, gonna have to try and race across the road now to avoid getting soaked. Luna is a bit full, but I'm going to go back in about 20 minutes. I just thought I'd come and look at the river. It's interesting. It looks like the kids have been trying to make a dam, which is what we used to do. Make a dam, go for a dip in the hot weather. Now, the reason why I haven't come out with a coat today is because I actually think the weather is going to improve. There's a bit of sun just trying to get through that cloud, so hopefully I won't get too soaked. I fancy a bowl of cowl for my tea tonight, but I'm not going to make it. I'm going to pick 2 up from Paul Jenkins.
It's 3 years, okay? If you don't eat them by the weekend, you'll have to eat them by the weekend otherwise.
What's on offer today then?
Me, I'm half price, best before date. Did you know what you wanted now? No?
There you go. Now you can't get much fresher than this. That was made especially for me. Beautiful. Very humid today and damp. If I was growing potatoes, today would be a perfect opportunity for blight to be around, which is not what you want for potatoes. But talking about potatoes, that's the reason why I've come here today. Now, potatoes are being harvested at this time of year, put into storage for Christmas. I didn't do any this year, just because I'm not at that stage yet. But I thought I would give it a go at Christmas potatoes. Now, Christmas potatoes, included in the question there, are potatoes that you harvest at Christmas. Now, it is touch and go whether they actually work. Some years I've had a great crop, other years I haven't. And the reason why is because the plan is you put them in now, then the nights will get longer, days are shorter, so there's not a lot of light around. And also in late September, October, we might have weather like we have today. Warm, muggy, and perfect for developing a disease known as blight. So it's a chance. But these I wouldn't put into the open ground because the soil is going to be wet and damp as we go into October, November. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into some pots, keep them outside, and then if there is a chance of frost, or when the frost does come, because it will come at some point before Christmas, bring them into the shed, bring them into the greenhouse and store them there. Now, you don't need any special potatoes, but I am growing this year Charlotte. You need a second early potato. What I'll do is I'll put a list on my blog, SeanJamesCameron.com, of the varieties you can grow. And you're not going to get shoals and shoals of potatoes, but as long as you can get enough fresh potatoes for Christmas Day, then that is what it's all about. And the advantage of putting them into pots is that you don't have to be there. I've seen guys there on Christmas morning with kettles to try and get through the frosty soil. So, potatoes. Now, in the spring, we would do something called chitting, where you just put them out and get little sprouts to get an early crop. With these, you don't have to do it. You just put them straight into the pots. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, Charlotte's your potato. But I'm not going to do it today because I haven't got the pots and I haven't got the compost, because I've only decided to do this in the last 24 hours. And these turned up just as I was leaving the house this morning. So I think all I'm going to do today is have a cup of tea and then go home. Simple as that. Might take some of this rubbish home with me. Have a good clean up. Because I've always said, if you clean up as you go, then you don't create a problem further down the line. It is certainly a hot day today. I've been down here once, but I had to go home because I was feeling ill. So I've drunk loads of water, and I'll come back and do a little bit more. Do a little bit, do it often. Now, I could just easily say, oh, I'm staying in the house, I'll wait for cooler days. But apparently we're having this heat wave until the end of August. And I do really want to get on with the task at hand. So the plan is to clean up this little area here. Because I've got a bit of a thought in the old head today, in the old noggin. I'm not going to be able to complete it today because I need to go and buy some things, but make a start, isn't it? I did for a second think about doing a bit of weeding, but I thought let's try and have a one-track mind now and get on and finish this section, because autumn will be here soon and it'll be time to plant the old spring bulbs. So it'll be very handy to put some here. Oh dear. Oh, let's have a bit of water. Oh, that's nice and cooling. There we go. Right, let's turn that around. It's got a bit of a kink in it. Oh, let's get the screwdriver. Oh, the screws are boiling hot. All right. So this is my plan, Stan, to make a little flower bed. Right. How am I going to get this cruising is the question. Feels good to be building something. Something that I'll hopefully use for years to come. Then the plan is on top to put a bit of trellis. Now somebody suggested I put a bit of fence. I don't want to put a fence because of the wind. By putting a bit of trellis, I can have flowers growing up it, like clematis, but the wind can still get through, because if I block the wind's path, it could raise the buildings up off the ground. Whereas if it just goes through it, it'll slow it down before it gets to the rest of the homestead. Quick little check. It seems to be around 34 degrees. That's hot, but the hottest it's been in the summer house, according to this, is 41.2. I also need to find an extractor fan that I bought, solar powered, so I can put it in the potting shed, because it is getting very hot. Or maybe some curtains. I did get an email about curtains. I need to get it. Oh, that just reminded me. Somebody sent me a message about 2 months ago now saying, I've sent you something through Amazon, but I can't remember who it was. I don't know what it was because they didn't say. They said it was a surprise. Well, the surprise is I don't think it's turned up. So I think it might have gone to the wrong house. But because I wasn't expecting anything, I don't know what to do about it. So if that was you, then get in contact via my website. Won't be long now, and we will be thinking about spring bulbs. When does the gardening season start for you? For me, it's November the 6th. November the 5th, bonfire night. You feel like you get rid of all the debris from the previous year. And then November the 6th, you start again by preparing the soil or getting the land ready for crops, for overwintering crops. But for those who are not interested in the gardening, I will be going out in the car soon. I'm just aware that it's August and that the kids are off school. So anywhere I go, it's going to be heaving. But I do have plans. One of them includes a seaside visit. It's always nice to get down by the seaside, especially at sunrise. There you go, that'll do me. Oh, sweating cobs here. What are cobs? Hotter than Tenerife, you know. Right, cup of tea time now. You might not know this, but there is a members section to this page. And if you were in the members section, you would be watching me live. There are a few people in there now, I've just checked, watching this build throughout the day. Some stay for the whole day and have it on in the background when they do the ironing, and others just dip in and out. So if you do want to join, I'll be very glad to see you there. And there will be a link in the description below to become a member. Now, you might see there is no spirit level. It's all been done by the old eye, because there will be plants overspilling, so it doesn't really matter. And like I've said before, I like the old rustic charm. Next question is what colour to paint the outside of this. Well, it's certainly not cooling down. This weather is still. And today is not the hottest day. So I might have to come down really early or really late. Problem is then, if you want to do any building work, it's difficult to do because people want quiet in the mornings and in the evenings. But we'll get through somehow. So, what spring bulbs can I put into this bed, I wonder? I'll have to look on Farmer Gracie website, because that's where I usually get my bulbs. But if you can suggest somewhere else, somewhere maybe a bit more reasonable on price, I'm always up for trying somewhere new. One more now, and I think that is me calling it a day, because I haven't had my dinner yet. Oh, I've still got some of that corned beef pie left over from yesterday. Maybe that with a bit of veg. Right, step back and see what you think. Obviously that water tank will be moving. I quite like that though. I'll put a latch so it can stay there. That will be sealed off. I've run out of wood, but what I may do, and I haven't got the energy to do it today, I might try and utilise this wood and take that off, take that apart. And that's quite a nice thickness. And then the trellis, when I can afford it, can go on the back. But that's all for now. I'm going to head home and have a nice cold bath. I'm going to take the secateurs home because I might need them in the house for something.